and welcome to Bess Mahaney Pilates YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching today. Please make sure to subscribe, click on that little bell so you'll get the notification when I post a new video. Today I'm going to do some hip work. I'm going to do a short yoga flow to open the hips, probably because I'm still sheltering in place because of these wildfires in San Jose, California. The air quality is not good, so I'm still sitting a lot inside. So this is what I would do for my own practice. So let's get started. I want you to first lie down on your back, and we're going to do a little butterfly stretch. So put the soles of your feet together and let the knees drop out. And then I like to bring my arms into a little cactus position, and I just breathe. Now I know yoga breathing is in through the nose, out through the nose, but because I'm a Pilates instructor, I breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. And most of the time I tell my clients to breathe whatever feels natural, as long as you're breathing into your diaphragm and not chest breathing, okay? Fill the belly with air. Exhale. Couple more breaths. And you can use these poses for yin yoga. You would hold this pose for probably 3 to 5 minutes. If you were doing a yin practice. Alright, so from here, bring your arms to your sides. We're going to bring the knees up and open the feet just slightly, maybe 3 or 4 inches. And I'm going to lift into bridge. We're going to kind of mold those two together. So bridge, belly in. Big toes pressing in, lower yourself down. At the same time, you're going to open your knees again. So your feet are a little farther apart, which is fine. And on the exhale, pulling the knees back to lining up with the ankles and feet, lifting into bridge. Pressing the big toes in, engaging your belly, relaxing the shoulders, lower down. Open those knees. 2 more times. When you exhale out loud like that, it's more of a cleansing breath in yoga. Lower down, open the knees, inhale, and exhale. And holding there. Let's just see if we can lengthen the right leg out, point that toe. Bring the right foot back down, lengthen the left leg, point that toe. Bring that foot down, lengthen the right leg again. Keep engaging your belly. 1 more on each side. Holding there, belly in, lower yourself down. Alright, pull the knees in, rock side to side just a bit, then we're going to go into a little happy baby. So, if your happy baby is maybe you're just holding your ankles, that's fine, or the backs of your knees. Otherwise, get a hold of the bottoms of your feet and let the knees fall apart, holding there. Sometimes I do like rocking side to side, but you don't have to. You can kind of just hold it. Happy baby. Relax the shoulders. Two more breaths. Still breathing into the diaphragm. Alright, from there I'm going to pull in my right knee. Lift my head and shoulders so we can add core. Let the left foot drop onto the mat. This is actually a Pilates mat exercise. It's all good. We'll mix it up. Alright, so if your head is up, you're activating your core. You can also leave your head down. Elbows are lifted slightly. Push into the left heel, pull the right knee back towards that right shoulder. 2 more breaths. Inhale. 1 more. From there we switch. Okay, pressing into the right heel, open that right hip, press the right hamstring down, pulling the left hip back. Up in your core activated position, otherwise you can be here with the head down. Totally fine, whatever you have available. I like using my core a lot. So pulling that left knee back towards the left shoulder, pressing through the right heel. And 1 more breath. Alright, pull both knees in. Hold the backs of your legs, you're going to roll it up. Okay, so 1 more stretch that I left before we get into a little flow. So I just sit cross-legged and I just roll my spine forward. Now some people might have to use a block to rest your head on, which is okay. Go ahead and do that. You can have your arms here, you can have your arms behind you. It's definitely a hip opener. I love it. See where I go without the block. Yes, I like to lower down a little more and put my elbows onto the floor. And a couple more breaths. And then what I do is I just switch the way my legs are crossed. And I roll forward gently again. And you'll probably get a different stretch this time. In the hips, outer part of the hips. One more breath. Alright. So we're going to come onto all fours. Just a quick warm up of the upper body. Just a couple of cat-cow. So you're going to drop your rib cage. Lift your chest, keep the head in line with the spine, press into the fingertips, exhale. Rounding up, inhale, and exhale. 1 more time, inhale, keeping the shoulders away from the ears, exhale. Alright, I'm going to go into my first downward dog. I move my hands forward slightly. Come into downward dog. And I don't make mine that drastic at first, just so my heels can almost touch. Curling my tail up towards the ceiling, letting my head relax. And a few breaths here. Sliding the shoulders away from the ears. You can paddle your feet if you'd like. Get a little more stretch. Now I kind of move my left foot in a little. I'm going to lift my right leg and I'm going to bend my right knee, opening that hip, circle that knee, circle the knee. Yes, what's going on? Opening the hips. Good, and then just kicking that knee back a little bit more, relaxing the head. Then I'm going to step that right foot forward. See how good my balance is. There we go. Reaching the hands behind the back. I like to clasp my hands back there because it opens my chest. Normally you would see this in a yoga class. You can do that if you'd like. I like to just clasp my hands behind my back. Couple more breaths. Alright, then I'm going to bring my hands to the mat. I'm going to come into plank. Just do a little modified flow. I'm going to lower myself all the way to the floor. And then I like doing an up dog but keep my knees down. And then I'm going to curl my toes under and come back into my downward facing dog. Curling the tail up towards the ceiling, relaxing the head and neck. Now I move my right foot in a little, lift the left leg, bend the left knee, circling the hip. It feels more awkward on one side, I'm pretty sure, because this one feels awkward to me. Circle the other way. And then open that hip a little more. And step that left foot forward into a high lunge. Okay, that feels great. I'm going to try and incorporate a little bit of warrior here in a minute. Try to do both sides facing the camera. So go ahead and turn that back foot 45 degrees. And you're in warrior 2. And then reverse that warrior. All right. Extended side angle. Back to warrior. Then I turn my feet parallel to the sides of the mat. And I'm going to hinge forward. Bring my hands to the mat. If that doesn't work, you can put the block there. And then I reach back again. I love opening my chest. Couple breaths. Then I bring my hands to my hips, hinge it back up. All right, so I'm not turning away from the camera. I'm going to do warrior 2 on the other side. Okay. Good, and then reverse. Extended side angle, reaching. Okay, I'm going to come back to my little flow. Find that plank, lower down. I go all the way down, it's a little more modified. Lifting up into up dog modified, downward facing dog. A few more breaths here. Then I just like to challenge myself a little. And I move my right foot in again, lift my left leg. And I pull my left knee in towards my right arm. Twist a little. Lift back up into three-legged dog. And one more. All right, left foot down. Right leg up. Right knee towards the left wrist, twisting. 2 more. And last one. All right, downward facing dog. I'm going to add a few more things. So I go just from down dog into up dog, which is a big hip opener, chest opener, 2 more times. Downward facing dog. Up dog. Slide the shoulders away from the ears, open the collarbone. 1 more. All right, I step my feet up towards the top of the mat. And I'm just going to hang the ragdoll, fold. Then I roll it up, sliding the shoulders away from my ears. I'm going to bring the big toes together, heels apart. All right. And usually when you do chair pose, your arms are reaching. I like to just bring mine into a prayer pose right here. And try to sit back on the heels a little more. And then from there, I come all the way up. I'm going to try a little balance work. So keeping the hands there, lift the right leg up as high as you can. And then I step it back to high lunge. Just for a second, and then I step it forward. Mine's modified because I'm still working on my balance here. Step it back. Once more. Woo, find the wobble. Hold it. See if you can reach out that leg. Woo. All right, then come back down. Second side. Lifting up. You can pull that knee up if it helps. And step it back. And, yep, I'm welcoming the wobble today. To my own practice. Step it back. Once more. And come on back. Extend that leg. Pull that knee up. Okay, excellent. Let's take a flow, reaching up, back bend, swan dive, all the way down, lift halfway, plant the hands, come into your plank, and hover. I come all the way down because I'm not strong enough yet for that. Chaturanga, up dog, downward facing dog. All right, come onto your knees. I'm just going to finish up with a couple of stretches that I like seated. All right, I pull my right foot into the inseam of my left leg. I'm just going to round over. So you're going to feel this on the side of your body, right side. Obliques, nice stretch, hamstring as well. Couple of breaths. Let your head relax all the way. And then I roll up gently, and I bring my right foot across my left leg. And then I'm going to twist back, reaching my left hand back, stacking my spine really tall. Another twist. And then I'm going to come back and bring my left foot into the right inside of my leg and round it over. One side will feel different, probably. Tighter, perhaps. Couple more breaths. Relaxing the shoulders, head and neck. Letting go. Roll it up gently. Left foot crosses over right around the right knee and twisting to your right, stacking the spine tall. One more breath. And then let's come on down once more for another hip opener. So cross your right knee over your left ankle and pull that left knee towards your chest. Right ankle over left knee. I think I said it the other way. Or you can be doing the other side, it's fine. I have my right ankle over my left knee. Pulling in. And let the hips relax. We hold a lot of tension and emotion in our hips, so if you feel like you're tensing up, just try to let it all go. And then from there, I'm going to cross my right leg over my left knee, shift my hips to the right slightly, drop my knees to the left, and come back to those cactus arms. And here, definitely let the hips go. Release all the tension. Try to keep both shoulders planted on the mat, the back of your shoulder blades, with your cactus arms. Those are correct. Let it go. And one more breath. This is probably my favorite stretch. Twisting and hip opening. All right. Then gently come back to center. Don't hurt yourself. Back to centering with the hips. Now bring the left ankle over the right knee. Pull that right knee back. You can also kind of push that knee out a little if you'd like. I don't like to do that because I don't want to cause any issues. Keep breathing. Squeezing the right knee back. Relaxing those hips, letting it all go. Last breath, and then cross the left knee over the right knee. Shift your hips to the left slightly. Let the knees drop to the right. Come into your cactus arms. And you should really feel a big stretch here in the hip area. Both shoulders on the mat. Shoulder blades flat on the mat. And if you really let it go, you should feel a big stretch in the piriformis. Couple more breaths. One more. I feel if I shift my left foot forward a little, I can get my knees to collapse more and stretch my piriformis. All right, coming back to center. And pull the knees in, rolling up. Okay, thank you for doing that short yoga flow with me pertaining to hip opening. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe and comment and click on that bell so you'll get my newest video. Have a great day. Stay safe out there, everyone.